VCR party life. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR party life. VCR party life.
Melinda's. Happy Thanksgiving week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep.
This is VCR.
Well, it's not Thanksgiving today,
No.
but Happy Thanksgiving week.
I don't think anybody would have quibbled with that. But welcome to the show. It's the all-food episode of VCR Party. I'm Nick. This is Joe from Found Footage Festival. We're surrounded by VHS tapes. We're going to watch all food-related tapes
eating
today.
the entire time,
and
too.
eating, yeah. We're starting early. And in fact, when everybody's done eating, we
got bibs on.
We got bibs. I got pumpkin pie for everybody.
Vegan.
This is vegan pumpkin pie.
No dairy products at all.
No dairy, no eggs. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have pumpkin pie. That's yours.
Okay.
I got one for George. George is here, by the way. George, our VHS detective. Mm-hmm. George has.
What do you got over there?
Oh, I've got some sparkling apple pomegranate
Okay.
and some pumpkin pie.
Well, because George is at the kids' table, you see, so he gets the non-alcoholic champagne and or wine, and
Even though he's technically older than us, right?
yeah, but I think of him as my child.
Emotionally. Yeah.
Can you hand this over
like-
to Steve? This is Steve's pie.
Yeah. It's like you and I had a baby and it was George.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep, that's exactly what I was implying. So yeah, we'll get bibs. We're gonna be eating all food-related videos, and we got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover today too.
A lot to apologize for. There's so many things. You got an apology coming up.
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I
You have
do.
a next apology corner.
I do, and yeah. So there's plenty of surprises. We do want to announce that this weekend we always tour in the Midwest because we go back to Wisconsin for Thanksgiving. So Friday, Good Friday, we're gonna be in Madison, Wisconsin. It's always like a huge sold-out show.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be in Milwaukee the day after that. And then, Eau Claire, our college town, 2 shows there.
On Monday.
And then Minneapolis, we're doing 2 nights because the first show sold out.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. Plus, we just announced that the Alamo Drafthouse, which has, I think, 40 theaters around the country, maybe there's one in your city, we're doing an exclusive VCR Party live show in a dozen of those Alamos.
I'm excited for that one because it's going to be just VCR Party from the last year and a half,
Yep.
distilled down to 90 minutes, the best stuff. There's going to be a Joe's Tedium corner, there's going to be a Nick's Excitement corner,
Yep.
but it's going to be like the best of Tedium, the best of Excitement,
The best apologies.
the best of apologies. Oh, there's going to be so much dumb shit going on here.
And yeah, so I think the first one is we're going to be at the original Alamo in Austin.
Yeah.
2 nights in Austin, January. Well, you'll see it at the end, but that's in January. And I guess also we can announce.
I don't think it's at the end on the scroll.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't listed.
In
but
January, and then it'll go through April. I
yeah,
think.
yeah, we'll have them up on the website. But yeah.
And we can also announce that we're going to be playing SF Sketchfest in San Francisco in January
Yep.
on, what is it, the 22nd, playing a huge theater there, and we're doing our Dirty Show after dark in San Francisco.
We're going to bring the Venus 2 with us too, so that'll be cool.
For those of you who are on our Patreon, that's how we keep the show going, and we every month we'll do a special extended play episode, the EP episode, and those are always pretty fun. 'Cause
Yeah.
we get to watch the entire tape, not just the little segments we show.
Are you jumping to that? Shouldn't we do a classic? We had to kick it off with a classic.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Wow. Do you want to do another apology?
No, I'd rather just not live in fear while I do the episode.
It's not fearful. It's just punishment. It's
Yeah.
how you learn how to be a better human being.
No thanks. It'll spoil my pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's vegan.
Yeah, I know it is.
All right. This one comes from volume 8, I want to say. I don't know.
That's not what we're... Are we doing the EP thing now, or are we doing... Did you want to do our classic?
Yeah.
Okay. Now who needs to eat the cereal?
Oops. All right.
We're going to have a graphic for the Found Footage Festival Classic very soon, I promise you.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and we're not apologetic. Like our apologies offset right now, right?
Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Yeah, and then okay. All right, so this one comes from Found Footage Festival Volume
6.
6?
Six. It's
Six.
Frank
Okay.
Pacholski. Yeah.
Frank Pacholski. It's the Thanksgiving episode, Dinner Dancing with Frank Pacholski. We got the entire video. This guy from Los Angeles, he got on a public access show, 2 episodes, where he's, well, you'll see. I don't want to give away too much, but this is his 2nd episode that we got our hands on. I can't remember who gave it to us. Johnny Ryan, I think? Yeah. Who illustrates the covers for our DVDs. He gave us this, the entirety. I'm going to play you the longest version we've ever played. Usually we play just like the best clips at our live shows, but this is the entire intro to Dinner Dancing with Frank Pacholski.
Legendary. Here we go.
Los Angeles. And then this is how it starts.
In silence?
Yeah, but do we have to unmute? There we go.
I don't think it was muted.
Hi, I'm Frank Pacholski, and you're watching
was.
Dinner Dancing with
You
Frank
hit unmute, and that
Pacholski.
muted.
I hit volume up.
Oh, you hit volume up.
So it was muted. You're probably not familiar with this. Normally we play the shorter version of the shows.
He really does some dancing with that Kraft French dressing.
We should do the EP mode on this.
Oh yeah, watch all of Frank Pacholski.
I think it's this one's 25 minutes long.
Yeah. And he's feeding the senior citizens who don't want to be there salads with dressing.
This crew, I think they don't mind being there as much.
Yeah?
The first episode, they don't want to be
Yeah.
there. This one, they're like, well, we get free food.
Yeah.
There's a couple women, elderly women, who don't want to be there. Oh, French dressing and hair, and chest hair.
Does anybody like French dressing? I'm grossed out by it.
I'm not a big fan.
I mean, there are very few dressings I do like, actually.
Well, they're smiling. They don't seem that.
Yeah. Towards the end,
They-
one lady wants to leave.
Well, they won't be smiling towards the end. I mean, it gets worse and worse.
And it's 25 minutes of this.
Charger?
I think Dinner
He's in
Dancing.
disbelief.
Dinner Dancing is better than the other
Yeah.
one though. Because now they at least have something to do.
Right, instead of just staring at his butt cheeks.
Oh yeah. I think that's Pam.
Ham. Yeah.
All right, then it goes into the next song.
Right, he uses chicken drumsticks as drumsticks in that song, I believe.
Yeah, he does. And then, but don't worry, we will be ending the evening on more Frank Pacholski.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's a great way to end.
It's when he's fully immersed in all the food.
That is a great way to kick off our food episode.
Would you even like take a little bit of your pumpkin pie and smear it on your face right now?
Right now,
Just to, like,
no.
Just to like be like Frank Pacholski, because
Then I
like
have
that's
to sit
nothing.
through the whole episode like that. At the end of the show, maybe.
Okay, you'll
Yeah.
smear a little bit of pumpkin
Sure,
pie on your
why
face.
not? Yeah.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's something for everyone to look forward to.
Yeah.
No, we were mentioning the EP episode. Frank Pacholski would be a good one, but I think in the meantime, we were so excited last week when we played the Party Planner video guide, the Chicago reel of all the entertainers you could hire for your party. So there's clowns, hunks, babes, different characters, and we watched the entire one in this month's EP episode.
Yeah, here it is.
And you can access that by just donating at the $10 a month level for the show. You get access to all the EP episodes.
And this is a fun one to do.
Oh, yeah. We
It
had
was really fun because it's just nonstop. I'm going to show you a little clip.
Okay.
And it's just
the
it's just
narration's
constant.
good.
It's such a great tape because it's a perfect running time too. 20 minutes is perfect.
Yep.
And then you just can't even predict what the next thing is going to be. The next act is going to be. You can't even predict it.
Yeah, we're all along for the ride. We'll start with Grim Reaper, huh?
No, we're going to start with Dr. Well, there's Janine, but we'll start with
Dr. Ruth. Here's that famous sex therapist. Let her comical roast put a blush on the face of the person.
Let her comical goatee.
Grim Reaper. As an 8-foot-tall devil, you will surely be scared. He's a great Halloween treat, or let him in any time of the year.
As an 8-foot devil, you will surely be scared? So you're the 8-foot devil?
Oh, grammar.
That's that's a real dangling modifier there.
Grim Reaper. As an 8-foot-tall devil, you will surely be scared. He's a great Halloween treat.
I'm the
or let
8-foot
him
devil?
in any
That's
time of the
terrifying.
year. And take your chances. Tuxedo. Let Paul do his comical tuxedo.
It's just a guy in a
routine
tuxedo. All right,
to
what do you
the
want
delight
from
of
us?
your party. He's always looking good.
He's not even a magician.
The nerd. He will flirt with a female member of your
He's
group.
too attractive to
She
be a
will
nerd.
never forget this moment in time. The dirty old man. Another great comical bit to tease that certain
He also-
female
his tie is
at
the
a
same as the
special
nerd's.
party. And
It's
it's
longer on the
Priscilla
inside.
Gorilla. She'll deliver the balloons and do a song and
It's
dance. Just what the doctor ordered, a cute gorilla.
Why did the doctor order a gorilla?
We watched the whole thing. That's just the tip of the
Oh,
iceberg.
it's relentless.
It's just constant. We paused it constantly.
Yeah.
We called a lot of phone numbers on
Oh,
this
yeah.
one.
It's
We
a-
tracked down a lot of people.
It's a 20-minute tape. It's a long episode because we did a lot of homework while the video was playing. So
George tracked down Mesner, the magician.
yes, who we found out. Well, we found out something about the way he says his name that will shock you. So, but you got to sign up on
$10 a month. That's
Patreon.com.
all it
Yeah,
costs
that's
you
all I
to
got.
find out the
I'm
Mesner
just
secret.
dangling Mesner the magician and his poodle out there in front of you.
What else we
A
got?
little something before show and tell.
Oh yeah. Well, I want to show since it's Thanksgiving time. When we did morning news pranks, we did Chef Keith.
Oh yeah, what would this be the anniversary of? Because it was just after Thanksgiving, maybe 3 years ago.
3 years ago? No.
Chef Keith? How long ago
That
was
was like no. That was
5
like
years ago?
7 years ago.
Was it really that long?
Your like memory with like time distances is like
Yeah. Well, why do I need to remember that? Wait, why am I apologizing for taking a guess at how long ago that was?
3 years ago.
When was that posted? Do the
I will
research.
check, but
Okay.
we were roommates at the time. That's
Okay.
how long ago it was.
So how long ago was that?
I'd
Well-
say it's like 5 years.
It's 5
Whatever.
years? Okay.
So, so what we did? So do we have to tell the whole story here?
Yes.
Okay. So when we do Found Footage Festival, we promote
Be
ourselves.
exhausted while I describe it. That'll get people pumped about this really unique thing we did. And
Yeah, but we
continue
just
to
told
do.
the story so many times. 5 years ago?
Okay.
Okay.
So you said 7, I said 3. Huh, it's almost like that's in the middle. Interesting. We're off by the same amount. How's your memory for times?
Calmer than you.
Uh-huh.
Where was I? Oh, so we travel around the country with the Found Footage Festival, and we have to promote it. And so we write a press release saying, "Hey, we do this funny video show," and we sent it off to morning news shows and stuff. And we get on, and we hate doing them. You got to wake up super early in order to do them.
And more to the point, they're not paying attention. We realized you could say anything and they didn't care.
More to the point.
Yeah, more to the point. Like the point of the story is we realized you could get away with anything on these shows while doing them. So we decided.
You just go. More to the point.
I'm trying to jump in to help you because you didn't want to do this explanation. So I was tagging in at that point.
Yeah, but he said more to the point. You see what he's saying?
No, I'm not. You were doing
See,
fine.
this is a dysfunctional Thanksgiving that we're having right now.
Calmer than you.
True.
I was just saying that I was tagging in for you. I was trying to be helpful there by saying, and even more so, the reason we did this is because we found out that you could do
Okay.
anything you wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna let it pass.
Yeah, you took that as a rebuff, which I don't know why.
Did you take it as a rebuff, either of you guys?
I made sure to cut to George often for his awkwardness during that whole thing.
George doesn't like it when we fight.
There's a lot of bickering during Thanksgivings.
That's how we do it here.
Yeah. But I was tagging in to help tell the story, so you didn't have to do all the heavy lifting yourself.
Yeah, okay.
So because you didn't seem like you wanted to say it, so trying to do you a favor.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, that's better. But I was just saying that, so we got the idea to, with our buddy Mark, send out press releases for somebody other than ourselves at these news stations.
Yeah. Okay. So we did one. You talked about the yo-yo expert.
No. Not
Okay.
yet.
So we did one for a yo-yo expert. Such a long story to get to this point. Anyway, I'm going to tell it. So we wrote up a press release for our buddy with our buddy Mark, saying that he was a yo-yo expert who traveled around the country teaching kids about the environment with his yo-yo. Got him on 7 morning news shows. Mark played the yo-yo expert, had no idea how to yo-yo. Super fun. We had a great time doing it. Then, 5 years ago,
Yep. We got it right.
5 years ago, we wrote up a new press release saying that Nick was a celebrity chef called Chef Keith, who had written a book on what to do with your Thanksgiving leftovers. Sent him out like the week after Thanksgiving, and you got booked on 5 morning news shows.
Yep.
And
the idea is to make gross recipes on the air, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right, let's.
All right, can we get to the clip already?
Yes.
All right. Now, where's the video? I hope this is it. I hope to God this. We're gonna be eating so much cereal by the end of this episode. All right. That was a marathon introduction.
Get started
okay, here we go.
yeah.
All right.
Well,
so
instead of
this
having
is
the whole show be an inside joke, sometimes I like to welcome people
I know,
into
but
the
then
fold.
there's like 7 minutes of preamble before you even get to the clip. You just want to get to the clip, but then this one requires so much explanation.
Right.
This one was from a Milwaukee station.
Okay.
Got you on a Milwaukee station.
Pretty big market.
Let's get started here. Yeah. First of all, mashed potatoes, boring, right?
Right.
How about a mashed potato ice cream cone? What do you think about that?
That's fun.
All right, so you just basically, this is real simple. You could have your daughter do this or whoever. You put a little scoop of gravy. It can be room temperature because your hand kind of warms
know
up.
she had a daughter?
It's like a drumstick almost, you know, like one of those frozen things.
Your hand kind of
Just put
warms
in
up
some
the
of this,
gravy.
But the fun part
Oh, it's piping hot.
Wait. Yeah, we got to rewind this part.
Oh, that's piping hot. Oh, sorry, that's my hand warmth.
daughter do this or whoever. You put a little scoop of gravy. It can be room temperature because your hand kind of warms it up. It's like a drumstick almost, you know, like one of those frozen things.
Oh, yeah.
And you just
Like
put
one
in
of those
some
frozen
this. But
things.
the fun part comes with the toppings. So I'd go ahead and put some. These are your sprinkles. I think of this as like a
Like
sundae
corn
bar.
sprinkles,
Yeah, so
okay,
put on some
okay.
corn
Let's do
sprinkles,
that here.
and of course, don't forget your cranberry cherry on top.
Oh, how fun. But to get the kids involved, too, we talk about getting them involved so often in the kitchen, and this is an easy way to do it.
So important. And you know, one thing let's talk turkey. I mean,
Okay.
we're talking Thanksgiving, we're talking turkey.
How cute that is.
And I think a lot of people
Oh,
they
she didn't
don't
take a bite.
like
That's
turkey
weird.
because what
Yeah.
I hear over and over is when they you know microwave it and when it has this smell, it kind of it's like you know you take off the lid and it's like who farted or what you know, and it's like. What it is, I found there's bacteria that forms like a flatulent smell or kind of like a bathroom smell, but it's fine. It's perfectly safe. You just
Okay.
put it in enough stuff. It doesn't
And it
matter.
just covers that
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Case in point, we've got right here. You've heard.
Did you feel uncomfortable talking about that?
Yeah. I don't like talking about farting in my personal life, let alone on a large market morning television show at 6 a.m. Or sorry, 8 a.m.
Kindergarten
So,
favorite with celery.
see, what was the point of that story?
There wasn't a point to any of these. It was, it was
point-
to work in a fart smell, like, whoa, who farted on a morning show? That was the goal of that.
But then you got kind of educational. You're
Yeah,
like, and there's
yeah.
like, there's bacteria that forms. There's
Right.
a bathroom type odor.
I think that's what people want at 8 a.m. on a morning show.
Okay, good.
Like a bathroom smell, but it's fine. It's perfectly safe. You just
Okay.
put it in enough stuff. It doesn't
And
matter.
it just covers that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Case in point, we've got right here.
More to
you've
the
heard
point.
Of ants on a wall, a kindergarten favorite with celery. Here we have ants on a leg. A
That's so
clever
cute. Look
spoof
at this.
on that,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that is really
yeah.
cute.
Why don't you take a bite of these? These are actually good if you get a cranberry in the bite. It's just. You know, because then you got your mashed potatoes. And
That
it's
was
all
a
in
day
one.
old KFC.
Have a lot of fun with this.
That's convenient.
Here's my favorite. This one.
Well, because that was the thing, is that the night before, there's nowhere to get, because it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So everything was closed
Right.
except for KFC. So we had to go to a
Like, where
KFC
can I
drive-through.
get- It was late at night by the time we got there, so there's nowhere to get turkey left over. So we're like, all right, chicken.
But then what you did is you peeled off all the skin
Yeah.
off of the chicken so it would look more like turkey.
Well, no, so it just didn't look like fried chicken.
Oh, right,
Because you
right,
don't
yeah.
have that for Thanksgiving. That was my thinking there. The rest of it made complete sense, but fried chicken?
A lot of fun with this.
And also, wait, sorry, I'm going to stop it one more time. But she just bit into KFC, a day-old KFC chicken with mashed potatoes on it and a cranberry
Yeah.
on it.
Yep. Yep.
It's that good. It probably was, the cranberry's
No.
probably crunchy and tart.
I was gagging while preparing those in the car, actually.
Oh, this poor woman is just okay.
She was very nice.
Fun.
Yeah.
You know, remember hand turkeys in kindergarten?
Right.
Tracing your hand?
Right.
Let's do that on flatbread. Let's create a fun turkey sandwich. So I got a marker there. We got scissors. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
And
So
you're
right
going to
in
want to,
here.
once we do this, we're going to want to cut inside the line. Obviously. I can't stress enough, you don't want to ingest the marker.
We're not recommending that.
And safety is important too. Like, why don't you go ahead and take your scissors, cut that out.
Oh, how fun is
Isn't
that?
that cool?
Yeah.
And you can't, I do stress, we have a motto in the Gurkey family, accidents stink. You don't want to have an accident. So when you're doing kids, with kids here, you got to be sure that.
Be careful.
Yeah, you can actually cut it for them if you want. Now, you microwave the turkey to heat it up, and you're going to actually make 2 of these so you can have a top and a bottom.
Oh, it's like a sandwich.
Yeah, and a lot of chefs don't like microwaves. I think they're fine. They're a chef's best friend,
They're real life. It's what most of us have to
it's
use.
a time saver, and all these recipes work with real life. And so what you do is, mine's a little sloppy here this morning,
is
but
too.
you'll get the idea.
Okay.
And then what we do is, let's scoop on
Trace
some of the
on
turkey.
marker.
Here's
That's
my
what you
hand.
do to food, right?
And then you put on your hand. Generally, you'd want to get more marker off than that, but we'll do our best.
Just for TV's sake,
Yeah.
get it. Okay.
And let me show you what the finished product is, because you can really have fun with this.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and what I've done is I put some of these frilly toothpicks, 2 eyes.
Right.
I had to do this in the car, so it's not perfect. But, you could do real creative with this and just have fun and pour some gravy on it.
It looks
Well,
exactly
that's
like a turkey
fun
with all
way,
the
and
frills.
again,
no
it's
difference.
Throwing the food away, stretching
Those are
that
the
food
feathers.
dollar, really making it work, and getting your kids excited about eating turkey.
Exactly,
That's huge.
yes.
All right, so come meet Chef Keith today. You are going to be at Barnes & Noble at 1 o'clock. He's going to be signing copies of his new book.
Actually, I should say I just checked my email before, and I might have to cancel the signing because the books have not arrived.
Oh,
I don't
well,
think they're
okay, never
coming in
mind then.
today. Could I mention my charity real quick?
Sure,
It's called the Leftovers Project. It's like a canned food drive, but with leftovers. So you bring your leftovers a week old or less down, and we reheat them. It's at participating Walmarts, and we ask if you bring a Tupperware container, be okay with losing it. Sometimes they get legs and walk away.
Right.
But
That's a great idea.
So it's
Because people in need have a tendency to steal
The
the
book is called
Tupperware.
Leftovers Right, Make a Winner of Last Night's Dinner. Look for that. At
Wait. You didn't hear the.
I don't see anything wrong with that charity idea. We have week-old leftovers that we warm up for homeless people at participating Walmarts.
A week old or less.
yeah.
Listen to what the website is, though. The website's
Sometimes
great.
they get legs and walk away.
Right.
But
That's a great
So
idea.
it's leftoverproject.biz.
The book is called Leftovers Right, Make a Winner of Last Night's Dinner. Look for that at bookstores. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thanks so much for having
We'll
me.
put more information on fox6now.com. There you have it. Rob,
Yes.
you would enjoy this book. He's got like 300 recipes on fun things for kids and what to do with leftovers.
I love that ant on a leg. That is clever.
Right?
That's good stuff. Anything to get the kids, especially my girls, to eat.
Yeah.
Eat real food. All right, let's talk.
Yeah.
That's it.
So our buddy Ross from St. Louis, right? This is the same Ross.
Yeah.
He said, just out of the blue, he emailed us and was said, can you switch? Yeah, he said that he went to a Thanksgiving party at his work, right?
Yeah.
And he decided to bring, I think, 5 mashed potato ice cream cones to see if anybody would take them. And we're bringing up a picture of what he sent it. And it doesn't work well with, there's Ross's, that looks better than the one I made on the air, which is kind of wilted.
Yeah, I don't see any corn bits in there, though. Are there corn bits?
Yeah, he might have
yeah.
I think he got
Did he
rid
say
of the
that
corn
anybody
sprinkles.
ate them?
He said that 2 were gone, but they were not popular.
There's maybe like one bite and then it was in the garbage
Exactly, the
can.
texture's all wrong. If you put the gravy in first, it's just going to sog on the bottom of that wafer cone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a great idea, but he tried. I give him balls for actually bringing those to a work party.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Did I say I give him balls?
I accepted that. I was just like,
You know what? Give me a
balls.
Batman cereal for that
Yeah,
one.
okay.
I'll give Ross balls for having. All right.
You know what? I'll take one with you.
right.
I apologize for getting too sensitive about the
Okay.
about
Let's
the
do it like
you
a
saying
wishbone.
the.
Let's
This
do it
is
like
what
a
Thanksgiving
wishbone.
is all
Half.
about.
Here,
This is what Thanksgiving is all
here,
about.
wait,
right.
you take half and I'll take half.
Okay.
We'll break it
But
apart like a
just to be
wish.
clear, my apology is for getting overly sensitive about you saying more to the
And
point.
mine's for saying that I'm going to give Ross balls. Okay. Cheers. Oh.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. It just all I taste is dirt and slight and acidic, like has an acidic taste.
My stomach, my stomach will never.
Let's get into show and tell and let Joe recover.
Hold on. We got everything?
Yeah.
Okay, we got
Show
everything.
and tell time.
All right.
Let's not playing, so we got that.
All right. Is it on us right now?
All right, we're back.
Okay.
How you holding up?
Hair trigger.
Yeah.
At any second, I could just do it, launch into it. Although,
I want to. What?
yeah. No, I'm okay.
Okay,
I just
all
got to
right.
get out of my head.
Let me start off with my Thanksgiving
Okay.
video. This is just real quick. You know how we found like the Family Circus Easter, and we found other, like there's of course
Yeah.
it all stems from the Charlie Brown Christmas. That was the first comic strip that translated into a holiday special, and then Garfield did his Halloween special.
Right. Yeah, they all cashed in on that.
It turns out that the comic BC, which was never funny, by Johnny Hart, and then became religious and anti-Muslim for a while, I believe.
That's right.
Had a Thanksgiving special out. And there's a turkey in here, and this is, I think, before they knew how to make comic strips funny, like that Garfield just didn't have to be short panels, and like even Peanuts was just like little vignettes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an ongoing story, really. And all this is the cavemen and women from BC, a turkey, they're trying to kill a turkey for Thanksgiving. So the turkey runs away, goes to another sketch, and then that's it.
I'm always excited to hear what their voices are.
Me too.
Like when, what was it, the Family Circus one, I was always excited about.
Yeah, to hear like Jeffy and what they all
Yeah,
sounded
exactly.
like. Yeah,
Because I've been reading them in my mind for so long.
By the way, this has a lot. This is from 1984. It has a lot of the famous cartoon voices like Dawes Butler and Don Messick, I believe, of Scooby-Doo. So it had kind of an all-star cast. So here's the BC Thanksgiving.
Yeah, this has been on the shelf forever, too.
Yeah.
This is what it was like back in caveman times,
Yep.
right?
They think he's the turkey now, see?
Why would he do that, though?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Look, man, if you're gonna do it right. It goes more like this.
And I think it's the turkey again.
But why do they keep running over him? Why don't
Exactly.
they get him? Why don't they catch him?
You know, I think I got it down now.
And that's the end of that BC vignette, and then the turkey runs
So
off
it's a
to
bunch of
another
vignettes
sketch.
like that?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's basically like a 6-panel or a 3-panel comic strip, but with the ongoing thing of a turkey running around.
Yeah. BC was always on I would always read BC.
I would too.
Yeah.
But I
It's
never.
an easy one. It's like,
Yeah.
you didn't have to use much
Never
brain
laughed
power
at it
on that
much.
one. All right, this has become a Thanksgiving tradition here at VCR Party. Garbage can turkey.
Yes.
Remember we played this at the last one?
Yep.
And actually, George, I was talking to George today. He was referencing some lines from it, which I was like, I don't even remember it at all.
I don't either.
But this is a how to prepare a garbage can turkey for Thanksgiving
Okay.
or for a tailgating party or something. And they start off with a little sketch.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah,
Okay.
vaguely, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here's a garbage can turkey.
Did you hear the one about the chef that cooks his turkey in a garbage can? What does he do? Throw his trash in the oven?
It's all the same chef, too.
Oh, the multiplicity.
I got your turkey right here, baby. And you can kiss my can.
Chef Gerard is a certified executive chef who has been with the
You wanna say it
American
again, or do you
Culinary
wanna-
Federation
Yeah.
for
I
over
think I got
50
the idea.
years. He has traveled all over
Gotta
the
hope you
world
say yes,
preparing
but-
gourmet food for well-known celebrities and loves to create unique techniques for cooking that are fun for your friends and the whole family, like cooking a turkey
shot.
in a garbage can. And now, to show you how to do it in just 5 easy steps,
He's probably
here's
narrating too.
Chef Gerard.
I'm going to show you how to cook a 12-pound turkey in a garbage can. You're going to amaze your friends and family, and it's only going to take 1 hour. Let's go get started.
Here's what you'll need for your garbage can turkey.
There's so much
20-gallon
stuff
metal
you need.
garbage can with a lid.
Isn't
a
an
garden
oven just
shovel that's
easier?
comfortable
Yes.
for you to use. A
Way.
2x2-inch wooden stake that's 2 feet long. A 20-pound bag of charcoal. A container of lighter fluid. A pair of heat-resistant welder's gloves.
Get used to the song.
A 12 to
Or welder's
14-pound
gloves.
turkey.
You need welder's
A roll of
gloves.
18-inch heavy-duty aluminum foil. A bottle of vegetable oil. And if you're not using Chef Gerard's original turkey rub, pick up a variety of spices for seasoning.
Here we are at the local hardware store. You need to get a 20-gallon garbage can. There's 2 things you need to remember. A, that it's metal, and B, that it's a 20-gallon garbage can. Don't forget the lid, a 20-gallon garbage can with the lid. Next, pick up a pair of heat-resistant
With the
welder's
lid.
gloves, and don't
Welder's
forget your
gloves.
2x2 by 24-inch survey stake.
Yeah. Those are always
And if you don't
just
already
sitting
have
there.
one,
Or just
make
use
sure you
the
get a
oven you
small handled
have.
garden shovel. This is going to help you
You
with the
also need a
removal of
garden
the
shovel.
charcoal off the garbage can.
Welder's gloves.
You can't do garbage can turkey without a turkey, so pick a 12 to 14-pound turkey of your choice. Now let's go get the foil. Your aluminum foil has to be 18 inches and heavy duty. You need a 20-pound bag of your favorite charcoal briquettes and some lighter fluid. Rub vegetable oil on the outside of your turkey. It's going to help your spices stick to it. If you don't use my original turkey rub, grab whatever spices you want to rub on the outside of that turkey, and now you're ready to go cook.
What's he drive?
Corolla.
Toyota Corolla?
Yeah.
Once you gather your supplies, you're ready to set
All
up.
right. That's,
You know,
that's
Wow.
pretty much that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you'll have
the
to go to
thing-
garbagecanturkey.com to learn how to do the rest.
It just always puts a big brown stain in the middle of your backyard. Like,
Oh, that's the aftermath of it?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
What does it taste better if you do it in a garbage can, or it's just it's the novelty of?
I think it's the novelty of
saying you
like we're
can
gonna
do
do
it
it
in it.
outside. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So that's a Thanksgiving tradition.
It's a
garbage
new
can
tradition,
turkey.
yeah. All right. Well, this is another turkey-related video. It's called Mastering the Art Mouth Call Made Easy, and you cut together a montage of different animal hunting calls.
Yeah.
And it's always entertaining to watch these noises come out of the guys' mouths while they're trying to call their prey.
Especially because they're like tough-looking guys. They're making like sounds like meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, and they always have like it's always like some expert and the guy. They're doing it together, and I just like their relationship. They're kind of friends, you know. And so here's just a quick thing of the main. What's the main dude's name? Will. Yeah, he's teaching you how to do some turkey huntings with one of those calls you put into your mouth. And here's a little bit about how to call a turkey, and then kill it and eat it cook it in a garbage can.
No, thank you much. I was born in '52. But anyway, the cackle is all the job. And I'm going to teach you to say cack. Cack. Cack, 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 cack. It's individual motions. If you don't make them individual, they all slur together. And that's what happens when you only use your tongue. People try to go with just their tongue, and it's not fast, and they can't open their mouth to get the cackle out loud. So I teach them to go cack. Individual jaw motion. Let me do it for you. Just on a dime and yelp. Do a little cluck and get started. She's on the limb, fixing to fly down in the morning. And notice I kind of clucked out of the sides of my mouth. It gives it more life, like we were talking about, more personality. A hen doesn't just back up to a tree and sit down and face one direction. She's moving around. It just helps kind of give that motion. How do you cackle?
Well, I cackle
How do you
basically
cackle?
the same way. Now,
That's pretty much it. I like how he kind of had a scenario about how she cackles. She's coming down from a tree and is doing that cackle out of both sides of his mouth to reenact that.
So that makes hunting more interesting to me.
It does, yeah. I mean, the actual killing of animals part, like I feel like all turkeys should be pardoned, but I think that the calling part is pretty entertaining.
I think you could just go out in the woods and try to call them and be like, oh, we got one. We tricked one.
That is pretty entertaining
Just
because
kind of like fuck with turkeys.
Yeah, well, that's what they do in the video, and they use like wooden things, and the weirdest call that he has is not with his mouth, but like it's like this thing in a jar. Like it's almost like putting glass against glass, and it's making that.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of does that, and they got bored and found out that calls turkeys as well. So, mastering the art, mouth calling made easy.
I didn't grab the tape, but Dutch ovens. Remember Dutch ovens and everything.
Classic
So
Lodge Dutch ovens.
So that was another big point of contention. That was before we had our serial apology thing when I got the Dutch oven
definition
it wasn't wrong, but it was different than what other people had said it was.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's not dive back into that. Let's not reopen those wounds.
Don't want to relitigate the Dutch oven controversy.
So this is the Dutch oven video that we got, hosted by Diane Thomas, she's hosted a lot of stuff that we'd shown before. And this is her Dutch oven. So Dutch oven, like an actual Dutch oven, is this pot that you fill with food, and then you put, it's kind of like the garbage can turkey. You put briquettes, hot briquettes around it, and then it cooks it. And so this is her, I just put together a 30-second super edit of her Dutch oven.
I want to know which Dutch oven is it.
And I love her all denim outfit.
Yeah. And
you're going to want to know which Dutch oven is right for you. Now that you have all of the briquettes on the Dutch oven, you'll have this Dutch oven that you'll be cooking in the Dutch oven. We'll take the Dutch oven, place it on top in any Dutch oven, and you're all ready to cook in the Dutch oven. I'll take the Dutch oven, place the Dutch oven on top of that, drape it to one side of the Dutch oven, then take the Dutch oven, place it back into the Dutch oven, always line the Dutch oven with Dutch oven, in the Dutch oven, Dutch oven, Dutch oven. The best part of Dutch oven is sharing it with your family and friends. Looks delicious to me. What do you think?
Great.
Yeah.
Do you think you could cook a turkey in a Dutch oven? Like if you had a really big one?
If you had a big Dutch oven?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had a 12-inch Dutch oven? And maybe like a really small turkey?
Yeah.
Excellent question. We should get Diane Thomas. You've met Diane Thomas before, haven't you, George?
We've spoken by phone.
Yeah.
She left us a voicemail.
I wonder if could you call her right now?
I called and she didn't pick up recently.
Oh,
today,
really?
Huh. I can't imagine why.
You called her recently.
I was trying to get some Thanksgiving cooking tips for tonight.
Oh, really?
That would have been great. Well, I'm sure this is her busy time of year.
Yes.
Diane Thomas.
She's making many Dutch oven pies.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure she is, yes.
Brooklyn style, or do you know if it's regular?
I didn't ask.
Okay.
Well, when you're cooking a turkey, I think the important thing is that you're safe, especially if you're pregnant. How's that for a transition? Here's a video that I can't believe I hadn't watched. It's called Safe Food Attitude, and it's basically, and it stars the 2B moms, the like Prince style, the letter, or the number 2 dash the letter B moms. And this is a hip-hop duo of pregnant women who, a hip-hop quartet of pregnant women.
Really?
Yeah, they're a rap group. They're not I think they were assembled for this video.
Yeah.
And they rap about food safety. So there's different songs on here about not letting your food spoil too long, set too long. There's one about how to treat your leftovers. But I thought we'd start off with the intro song, which is about how you have to cook your food. You can't let your food sit out. You have to, once you get it from the store, keep it refrigerated from your car to your home. Some quality tips, especially if you're expecting
this
child.
off the shelf, or did somebody send this to us?
No,
or?
it's off the shelf.
Really?
Yeah. I think
there's just like a wrap sitting up there on the shelf.
I know that I hadn't watched, and but I thought for Thanksgiving, let's listen to the 2B moms rapping about food safety.
Attack those food germs by degrees. 40 in the fridge, 0 in the freeze.
I recognize that
Attack those
sound.
food germs by degrees. 40 in the fridge, 0 in the freeze. The colder they get, the slower they grow. And then when you cook them, you lay them down low. Ayo, 1, 2, 3. Protect your body and the baby.
Time, it's all about time.
No reason, no rhyme.
Any tricks in there? So this is like Mom to Be will be watching this?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe the opening song is 7 minutes. I just played you the last verse. They kind of have the Fresh Prince background, you know?
Safe food label.
And we out. And then they have these little reviews. Here's the learning points about
safe food handling labels on meat and poultry products.
I'm going to do a best of edit of this for the website because there's some good stuff in here.
Oh, yeah? Some good raps
I think
in there?
for Thanksgiving, actually the leftovers part I'll put up online.
Some solid raps on there?
Solid
rap songs?
Yeah. Some solid rap hits by that rap band.
Okay, so this one it has nothing to do with food.
Okay.
But I do want to start this now so that we have as much time as possible for Christmas, because now officially starts Christmas season
You're right.
after today.
You're
so years ago, maybe 16, 17 years ago, I made a video with Mark, Kenny Strasser,
Yes.
the yo-yo expert, called the Ultimate Packer Fantasy. And it was the idea was that he was going to be the super Packer fan who was like a hobo. I'll walk you through the story of it all. But we actually we were so broke at the time, but yet we found money to make this stupid
buying
project.
miniature Christmas ornament or
Yep.
what are those
It was
called?
a very
Thomas
ambitious project.
Kincaid?
It was
Yeah.
a very ambitious project that was never finished, and we shot it all in front of a green screen. And the reason I want to tell people about this is because I want to crowdsource it. I want people to, I think there's maybe 6 scenes here. I would like to divvy up the scenes. I'll take a scene and I'll divvy it up to 5 other editors or graphic designers who know how to work with chroma key, green screen, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And everybody takes a scene, and then by Christmas time we can play the Ultimate Packer Fantasy.
Great idea.
So I'll zip through a lot of this, and I'll just kind of walk you through the story a little bit. I'm going to do the fast version, the
Okay.
express version. But if you are interested, get in touch, and I will assign you. And maybe if there's a specific scene that you're interested in, then ask me for that, and I'll give it to you.
Okay.
But all right, so here's the Ultimate Packer Fantasy. This is how it starts off in Packer Village. It's called the Ultimate Packer Fantasy.
Right.
Do you have the remote?
Yes.
So he's a lonely Packer hobo. He's out in Packer Village.
And Packer fans will buy this and be
Yeah.
like, oh, all right.
Yeah, we didn't think that far
Getting
through
pumped
it.
for the team.
Yeah. Okay, so now he's sad. It's cold out. Santa winks at him, and he turns into this magical Packer, Green Bay Packer.
A pixie.
Yeah.
A
Winks
sprite.
again, and he grows out a big long twirly mustache.
So ideally, you'd want a winking Santa there instead of that animation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So now he's happy that he's this Packer guy. Then he goes to the Packer bathhouse. Now this is where I'm going to need some help, is because now he's imagined himself being a Packer, the ultimate Packer,
right?
Green Bay Packer, and he's running down Packer Stadium, and he's dodging.
And you went blue screen because obviously he's wearing green.
A lot of green, so you had to go blue screen. Yeah. Then he sees a version of himself up there flying, and then, I mean, this is all out of context. I don't even think it'll make more sense if you.
No.
Yeah. But we'll try to thread a story through it. Also, I was wondering, who could we get to be our narrator for this?
I've watched this for 10 years. I never knew there was a narrator.
No, I think you need a narrator to talk about he's
Find somebody on Fiverr who sounds like Burl Ives.
No. I was thinking maybe we get the guy from the Party Planner Guide, or
that kind of narrator.
Yeah, narrator
Okay.
from one of the videos that we've shown before.
Sure.
Anyway,
His Packer hijinks will delight and amaze.
So now he goes to the Packer dance contest.
Right.
And he goes.
So this would be like a
against-
dance club background.
Yep. Okay. So now, there'll be a dance club behind them. Then he takes his turn, and it's more of a hip hop beat, more of like a safe food attitude.
Oh yeah, Tubi Moms.
Yeah.
Mark did the music for this too.
Yep.
I should mention.
Yep. So this is kind of a. And then he wins the dance contest. Now there's a part. Okay, I should back up here a little bit. I'm jumping scenes
I think we're all
here.
following along. There's no need. Why even enlist a narrator?
So then, at one point, he drinks the wrong drink, and he grows up into a giant Packer fan.
Okay.
And then he snaps his fingers, and it won't, because usually he can snap his fingers, and it
It
will
does
go back
magical
down.
things.
This time, it doesn't work, so he prays to, I guess, a Packer
Christ.
god, Christ. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Packer Christ. And so this will need a Packer
He'll be on the
cross.
hill there in
Yeah. I think this
Bethlehem.
would be a particularly fun one to illustrate.
Yeah.
You know? Okay,
So the Romans have killed Packer. Maybe it's the Vikings who killed Packer.
Oh,
horses.
yeah, that's good. So, and then he'll be up. So, but then the giant Packer is praying to him.
Oh, the giant.
And
Oh,
then-
so
and then-
Jesus takes one for the team.
It's a Packer Jesus. Winks his eye, snaps his finger.
Wow, even with stigmata, he was able to.
That's gonna be a
snap.
hard part to. Oh yeah. So then it works. So then he goes back to the bar to take another drink of the.
Yeah.
And then this turns him into the ultimate Packer fan.
Oh, for real this time.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not just imagining it.
So I think this would be a fun scene of him working out and getting stronger to become the ultimate Packer fan.
Maybe instead of Gold's Gym, it's like Reggie's Gym.
Or Green and Gold's Gym.
Green and Gold's Gym. Perfect.
So, and this, I think this could be like a gym scenario back
Sure.
behind. It could be illustrated. It could be like you could use live animation, live. But I do actually want people to work on to like do this.
Yeah.
This is
Because this is a great unfinished project.
Yeah.
For the holidays.
And I want people to help me with it.
And we'd
So
be thankful. I think that's the main thing.
I would be very thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that ties into Thanksgiving as well. I think,
Thankfulness.
yeah, and we should think about who we want to narrate that. Maybe we could have George track down somebody who's in a video.
Who'd be a good narrator for this?
The late Vincent Price.
What about Chris from McSee?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you have any updates on? Well, we'll get to updates in a second. But
that's all we got for
Chris from McSee. We have him.
Yeah.
Might as well use him, right?
Yeah, if we can. Yeah, I think sure it'll be an easy explanation. It's a Packer fan video with a hobo who turns into a magical sprite and prays to a Packer Christ. So, all right, here's the narration. Go. All right, well, let's close up that special Thanksgiving edition of Show and Tell, and we'll get back to some exciting updates.
Yeah, I think we did a great job on that. Is that working? Yeah. All right. Okay. Did you want to apologize?
All right.
Have you ever apologized on the air? You haven't apologized on the air. All right, let's do it. What do you want to do? You want to go in order here? Unboxing?
Yeah, let's unbox some stuff first, and
Sure.
then we can get to George.
We got a bunch of stuff. We got to unbox some stuff.
Yeah, well, first of all, last week I talked about how somebody sent in a picture of a giant pile of 55 Elfs at a thrift store, or at a vintage store. And they're the Burger King Elf dolls, and that gave me the idea to make an Elf fur coat. And the boxes have arrived. And then with the ultimate goal, if I get 100 of those, being that I'll make a giant ball pit that people can jump into of Elfs. And it'll be open to everybody, all the Melindas. So here's box 1 of Elfs.
Oh, sweet. All right. So Greg sent this one. Greg from Long Beach, New York. Look at that nice drawing of a videotape, FFF. And then he sent this, and he said, in this box you'll find my donation to the Found Footage Fest. I've been holding on to these tapes for years, some as far back as the late 80s.
Whoa.
Long overdue to see the light outside of my folks' basement. Enclosed in the package are 5 VHS tapes and a thumb drive containing digitized versions of the material. I hope, yeah. All right, sweet. All right, cool. Let's take a look.
This is hugely exciting. Can we see this? Look at this box of neatly packed Elf. It's the best box I've ever opened.
Oh, it's so dense with Elf.
We do the best unboxings anywhere on the internet. It's heavy, and there's 3 of these. There's 3.
Wow.
I don't see a cooking with Alf.
They must be in this other box. Let me open the other one.
That was the one I had when.
Pull out some of the Elves. See if there's any like special Elves that you can.
Wait, well, there's only 4. There's
wait, is this from? Okay, this is
So did you have all 4?
Yeah, I have all 4.
But
yeah.
did you have them back then, or did you?
Yes, I did. And with the collectible records.
And how much did all that cost?
It was $120 shipped. That's what I spend my money on. They say enjoy here.
Oh, we got a training video here. CVS training videos.
They threw in a
wow. I watched those because I worked at the CVS and they scared the hell out of me.
Really?
It was my first job.
This one's called "This Is My Store." CVS.
Yes, it's a loss prevention movie.
Really?
Yes. I wonder if he stole it.
Welcome to CVS. And not in my store, please.
Ooh.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah. If it's 1993, I acted like I didn't recognize my friends when they came into the store, and they thought I was such a dick. I was 17. They were right. What was I doing?
Well, you're being that loyal to the store?
The store was my first job. Terrible.
By the way, here's the Chef Elf you were talking about. There's the chef. Here's the baseball one. There's 4 different. These are Burger King. There's the surfer, and then the Bruce Springsteen Elf.
And that one still has the tag attached.
Yeah, some of them still do. Yeah, This one has got the cardboard guitar, and they're puppets.
I'm going to play "Not in My Store" from CVS.
Great.
Just real quick. Let's just see how it kicks off. See if this rings any bells for you, George.
Well, we've seen a lot through the eyes of a former pro and a current friend. But let's take a look through the eyes of somebody you may know, a CVS store manager.
It's a weird way to start a video.
It is.
Oh, it's that.
Is that Robert Stack?
Yes.
You see why I was so freaked out?
Look at all these shoplifters.
I like this song.
I like all these examples of shoplifting. That's not shoplifting.
No.
Unfortunately, what you have just seen happens daily in every one of our stores.
Let's just put it in this cart.
Only a small
Where does
number of people shoplift in CVS stores. By far, the majority of our customers are fair and honest people. But shoplifters are a problem.
But occasionally you get the Steve Lawrence that comes in.
By the way, this is not from the vintage store. This is from Nathan in Wisconsin. Sent this whole box of elves in here. So there looks to be another 8 in here. So we're probably up to 60, 70 elves already. Wow. So we're getting, that's definitely enough for an elf for a coat. So if you find an elf or if you've got some that are going to waste, we'll definitely give them
Let
a
me
good
just see
home.
what else Greg sent here.
Okay, yeah, he's
there's 3
good batting average so far.
3 gems right there. Oh, gynolotryman, vaginal yeast infections.
Greg, should go over your head, Greg. But
oh, I remember that video.
Yeah, George is real familiar with that one.
Oh. Should we pop it in?
No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
All right. Hold on, there's one more in here.
Okay.
All right. Do you think Greg's going to knock it out of the park on this? Because the
I feel
first
like-
one he knocked out of the park with CVS, and then with the vaginal
I
yeast
think
infections.
he'll redeem himself.
You
with
think he
this
will?
video, yeah.
All right.
Just based on what I can see outside the.
And you're right.
Whoa.
Breaking New York style.
Whoa!
Yeah, look at that.
We have about 8 breakdancing videos. I've never seen that.
I haven't
one.
either. Yeah, look at that's a good
Incredible.
one.
I also like that it's New York style.
Yeah.
Brooklyn style, New York style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a New York style Dutch oven.
Diane Thomas dances in that.
And it's in a
Diane Thomas
it's in a
hosts it.
porno case too,
Yeah.
like one of the big cardboard boxes with the plastic insert. Yeah.
Oh wait, and then, oh yeah, okay, and then
Oh,
wow,
there's
it's a lot
that.
of work in order to yeah.
Get those
Sweet.
breakdancing tips.
Greg,
thank you. We got
Good haul.
more, but let's move on to our another donation from a guy we met after our show in Philadelphia last weekend. He gave us a big sack full of tapes he had found, and they're mostly Mexican movies.
Oh yeah.
And we just wanted to hold up some of these covers quickly because
yeah,
covers are
and
incredible.
there's so many of them. So we're gonna have to do this rapid style because there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
And they're all still in the shrink wrap. And I've categorized them in 2 ways, like awesome, like guns and knives, and like murder and like scary.
Yep.
And then silly and sexy. So I gave you all silly and sexy.
Okay.
Because you're a sexual man, and then I did all the awesome ones.
All right,
'cause
you
I'm-
start off with the awesome.
Yeah. All right. There's that. Look at that one. I'm not even gonna attempt to let you. Yeah. K-May. Yeah. Look how awesome that is. Still in the shrink.
Look at Tarzan. This is actually an illustration. There's just a lot going on there.
Uh-huh.
And the woman's face is a little off. You
Yep.
can see there.
This one here. Look at that one. They're so awesome. There's so many like this in particular. People like guns ready to go to war.
This looks like sort of a Benny Hill style comedy. It's Tan Bobo.
Yeah, there's a lot of Benny Hill style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a Territorio Maldito. Pretty cool cover.
This one has a illustration of a female donkey on the front. This looks like a lot of fun.
Cargas Prohibidas. Another cool one. I'd love a poster of that.
I think this probably means vengeance in Spanish. You can see the busty babe on the front. Looks like a lot of fun.
This one you got Uzis, you got whips, you got helicopters, you got everything you need at Mala Hierba.
Los Teporochos. Look at the guy on here. Hilarious. Can't wait to pop that in.
Where's 6? Is that what that says? Another cool one.
It's another, what looks to be a broad comedy. Madaleno.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like maybe
it's either silly or sexy.
Yeah.
And that one's cool. This one's a little bit of sexy in here. Yeah.
I love this one. The Something of the Dead. You got guy with a machine gun, busty lady. I mean, what else do you need?
I wanted this on a T-shirt. Like, look at this one. Doesn't this look like it'd be something that'd be hung up at the Alamo Draft House?
Yes.
Like you'd go there and it'd be
Tim
up
Lee
on the
could have
wall.
that poster. Yeah. This one, they mixed photographs with some cartoons. It's like a sex comedy. A lot of fun.
This one's cool. A lot of action going on here. A guy got stabbed in the throat there on the left side there.
All right. Here's some ladies' butts and a cartoon man. Looks like there's some sexy situations in comedy.
More people with guns, looking serious, with sunglasses on.
This one has two sexy ladies, a priest, and a little person. So I think that ticks all the boxes.
More serious-looking people with airplanes and fire and explosions.
This is great. I just see the word sexo in it. So, sexo sudor y lagrimas.
There's a guy smoking on the back.
And look at the guy's faces. In the you can see the faces he's making.
Yep, and here's more with the guns and serious faces and
Do you know
fire.
remember the guy's name who gave us all these?
I don't. I talked to him afterwards, too.
They're so good.
But they're all in the shrink wrap. Did you talk to him about where he got them?
I had a brief conversation. He just said I think he said I was at a thrift store and they had all these Mexican videos. It's mostly what's in there, and there's a big garbage bag full of tapes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for those.
Thanks for hooking us up.
We got a lot to dig into.
So much. And people gave us other stuff too that I wanted to share, but like that would seem like a good.
We'll do it
theme.
over the
like
next.
That, yeah, that was.
And speaking of VHS covers, we opened this one last week, acute infectious diarrhea.
Oh yeah.
And you had the idea to make this into wrapping paper.
Yeah.
The wheels are in motion
Okay.
for acute infectious diarrhea wrapping paper.
Can you imagine seeing that underneath the Christmas tree, Christmas morning?
I know. So next week, I think we'll have it ready to order on our website.
Oh man, that's going to be a Christmas miracle.
And look at how beautiful this will be. Yeah, you might not even see the acute infectious diarrhea. You just get this cool pattern as you're opening your Christmas present. So just in time for Christmas, that'll be out on our website.
What are we at next? I lost my outline here.
Oh,
looks like you got okay.
Well, I could do my apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So last week I opened a package from Bob Hedges, our patron who sends us a lot of stuff. I have to dig up what he sent me. So I quick unwrapped this glass right here. And this glass is, I should have known better, but this glass is, I said it was Mayor McCheese. At quick glance, I saw a cheeseburger, and I'm like, he looks at it like he's has an official position in the McDonald land somewhere. And I said, oh, it's a Mayor McCheese mug. And I was immediately corrected by
we have the best viewers.
The lovely people on our message boards.
We have the best viewers. They pounce.
Who said that was not that. So here's my official apology for getting it wrong.
Okay. Oh, you wrote something up.
Steve, you want to cue some music here? Last week on VCR Party Live... Last week on VCR Party Live, I opened a package from Bob Hedges containing a glass featuring a classic McDonald Lands character. In my haste, I referred to the character as Mayor McCheese, the character representing cheeseburgers at McDonald's. On closer inspection, and based on numerous comments on the message boards, I realized it was actually Officer Big Mac, the chief of police in McDonald Land. His main responsibility, of course, tracking and arresting the Hamburglar for stealing hamburgers. Although given the Hamburglar's catchphrase, "Robble, robble," it should not have been hard for him to capture him. As a former McDonald's employee who wiped down high chair trays depicting all of these characters, I should have known better. The next time I receive a McDonald's glass in the mail featuring Officer Big Mac, Mayor McCheese, Grimace, Morning Birdie, the Fry Kids, the Hamburglar, or even Captain Crook, who stole a fillet of fish, I will look twice before identifying. Please forgive me. Yep. I'm sorry, everybody.
There's just one more thing we got to do.
No, I think I've already paid my penance with my.
Well, that was for something else. This is you're formally apologizing.
I think having written and read the apology takes the place of the Batman O.
I don't think so. I mean,
what are the bylaws?
They call apology pills for a reason.
I am going to say that the work that went into that then nullifies the apology pill.
What? Especially since I already took one on this episode.
I think everybody on the message boards is going to disagree with that. George, what are your thoughts?
I think that was a a well-written apology.
I'll tell you what. How about this?
If he just mailed it in, I would have disagreed.
George,
but that was well done.
George, if you give me another slice of that pumpkin pie over there, I will have that as a topping to help wash down the Batman O. So the Batman O is still being digested. In pill form, it's just like how you might put a pill in a...
We'll
like
do
a
it at
dog,
the end of the
dog
episode.
pill. A dog pill you put in a treat. You don't just have them swallow
But this
a
is
pill.
punishment, though, because it tastes so bad that you learn your lesson to never do it again. It's negative reinforcement. It's very effective.
We've been doing this a half a year and no lessons have been learned. Accidents happen in television.
I've read the studies. Negative reinforcement is the way to go.
That's true. Dr. Spock said it, and I think it's... Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Capital
Fine, I'll have the
punishment,
fucking Batman now. Oh, it's bad.
See, you more. I wish you gagged.
Ooh, it's
I wish
dirt.
you gagged more.
Ooh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, we can move on.
All
What
right.
do we got, George?
Yeah, let's find out from George, who's over at the kids' table. George?
Yeah.
Wow, the French.
Oh, if it isn't an elderly Orson Welles.
Sorry, are we on?
Switch over to
the French.
How's everything?
Good.
Happy early
Everything's
Thanksgiving.
Good. Nick and I fought a little bit towards the beginning of the show, but we're all good now.
That's
and,
why
we
everyone
did
over
some-
at the kids' table was really nervous and like looking at each other through gritted teeth.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So
no,
what do you
everything's
have?
fine.
What do you have for us,
All right,
Thanksgiving
so
boy?
A few things. One is we've gotten some emails. One from viewer Aaron Farlow, who said, "Shout out to George and all my fellow germaphobes, or as we think of ourselves, persons who take reasonable precautions in response to evidence-based scientific facts. Another relevant fact I have directly observed on trains, buses, every kind of liquid, solid, semi-solid that can be expelled from the human body, many times right on the seats. Every kind, cut to Joe's filth corn." What this was about my OCD that I revealed in a heartbreaking episode.
Nick was on a subway with you.
Yeah, he
recently.
saw me gripping a pole with a gloved hand.
Yeah, so you just bring one single glove.
No, I have two gloves. Nick only saw one because I was only holding onto one pole.
But you only needed one glove, so you just
Yes.
pulled out one glove.
Yeah, so this nice viewer sent a photo of herself holding on to I guess that's a subway.
A bus.
Okay,
Yeah.
so solidarity, right?
Yeah,
And no one's wearing gloves in the back, so it's just this this lady who decided to hashtag creep solidarity was the.
No, this is It's Okay Germaphobe Man.
Oh yeah, but on the bottom it says creep solidarity.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah, if you have your stories of taking unreasonable precautions in subways, send them in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we received another email from Lucia. Who wrote, "Hi guys, I'm a big fan. I loved last night's VCR party live and quickly became obsessed with the Wendy's Hot Drink song. I watched the whole song on YouTube and noticed in the comments section that someone wrote, 'Rest in peace, Marvin Hawkins.' So it seems the phenomenal singer of the Hot Drink song was killed earlier this year. He was only 27.
They said, can that make sense?
Right,
Too.
so that's when I stepped in.
Yes.
Or you forwarded it to me.
Yeah, I read that too, and I was just like, I wanted to know more about the singer.
I appreciated the detective work she did, but
Yes.
there's no way that was from the
Well, it was
90s.
just like reading
There
one
was
comment.
a Marvin Hawkins who was killed in, I believe, Baltimore.
Okay.
I'm not saying that for certain, in case I'm wrong
about
that location.
What is your apology? You don't eat you can't eat the cereal, right?
I don't get any of the stock buyback. So
I got an idea. Can I cough into my hand and then shake your hand?
No, I'd rather be beaten with a hammer.
Well, let's beat him with a hammer then.
All right, that's
Don't screw up anymore.
Okay.
So here's a clip of the song if you've forgotten.
Okay.
Oh,
it's a great song.
Okay, so the question was, could this be a 27-year-old this year? And no, because this must be
27
years ago. Yes, unless this is a very advanced fetus, and I don't believe so, because I have found that Marvin Hawkins is 44, living in Cincinnati, and you will soon see, if we do the side-by-side, that here is Marvin Hawkins.
He wrote the song and starred in the video?
I don't know, but he was the singer. And here's another image of him.
Similar eyes and facial expression.
I
So,
how positive are you?
I am in the low 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And if you're wrong, we'll beat you with a hammer.
Yeah, I'm
Great.
looking forward to a hammer that's not been coughed on.
That's the main thing.
And so
wow, okay,
Marvin
so this
Hawkins
could be him.
is in a band called The Fix Cincinnati.
Cool.
That's him wearing the hat.
Well, and we should say that Wendy's is based in Ohio.
Get this wrong.
Columbus, I believe.
Right, and Sister Sam was...
Play with fire.
I went to the original Wendy's in Columbus, Ohio. I have pictures.
Oh, this could be a double apology if you're wrong.
Okay.
And Sister Sam
I'm
is also
90%.
from Ohio.
Yep,
Ohio
exactly.
is the hotbed of Wendy's.
Yep.
Marvin also teaches drums, and he's also a community organizer who runs, he's part of several groups, including several film festivals. I've tried to reach him and have left some messages, haven't heard back
I
yet.
feel like I've heard of the Lakefront Film Festival.
Yeah,
I feel like
we
we've had
played
something
one, but it
there.
was in Michigan. It was that one in the...
No, that's a different one, but I have heard of Lakefront.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Good.
All right,
wow,
so
lead on the hot drink.
He can do it
Perhaps
all.
the-
He can sing the,
Yes,
the
he's
Wendy
great,
songs.
and
he can do film festivals. He can do community organizing.
Yeah, I heard a great interview he did. That those screen grabs were from a local news station.
So where are you at right now? Have you emailed him?
I've contacted him by LinkedIn and Instagram. I tried 4 different numbers, and it seems as though he has some setting on his phone that I didn't even know this was possible, that rejects unknown text messages, which is a great idea.
Yeah, I need that since Joe gave out my number on an episode a few months ago. All right, what's next?
Okay, so I received a challenge from I believe that was Scott
in Colorado.
Yes. So this was scary. I watched the whole Rejuvenate infomercial.
Well, Scott found House Beautiful, which is the magazine that they're reading, right?
Right, so
in the training video for this bizarre contraption.
So it's theoretically a medical device. Theoretically,
yes,
an electrical medical device that shocks your face. It's from 1999, and this image I found. He found the House Beautiful featured in the infomercial, and it was up to me to try to top that.
Well, he said, "Your move, George."
Okay,
Yes.
so this is a photo from that I found of the launch party at Macy's in 1999.
Oh, they had Rejuvenates at Macy's?
Launch party.
Look
wow.
at those. I've never seen those boxes. Are those the boxes?
Yeah, we
have?
got 2 of those. They're all at Goodwill.
And so I looked into the commercial, which is different from the infomercial.
Yes,
and
we've got
that
both.
took me. And they listed a website, so I went to the Rejuvenate website on archive.org from. This is 1999. It has great 1999 graphics.
Plus the word email is still hyphenated there. Back when they
Those were the
hyphenated
days.
email.
This is back when they had visitor numbers at sites. There's just so much great on this. But then, and this is where things start to get a little bizarre, I found an ad, and they mentioned Dr. George Springer.
Now, George Springer...
it was the creator.
Okay. He's also a baseball player for the Houston Astros.
I don't...
Pretty good, too.
It's really, like Marvin Hawkins, very well-rounded.
Yeah.
So I found a picture of Dr. George E. Springer from the commercial. That's him on the right. And then I looked him up today, and let's see. There should be a photo in a moment of him today. George E. Springer. So he got a degree from Breyer State University in Los Angeles, which I hadn't heard of, so I looked it up. And that is, according to Wikipedia, which is had a link to a National Republic article that described that as a diploma mill that claimed official-sounding accreditation to attract hundreds of people to obtain degrees.
Oh, wow. It's
so
kind of like the Who's Who guide that they had you, like, you're in the Who's Who guide, and basically you just pay for a guide that they put your name in.
One of us should get into one of those diploma mills. Steve, you want to be a...
I'd love to.
Yeah.
And so it had moved all over the place to Idaho, to Alabama, and now it's in Panama. So
that's where he got his doctorate degree, huh?
It's a unaccredited distance education.
Great.
So I looked that up further, and it turns out that this guy is on the radar of the St. Petersburg Times reported on August 6th. I'm trying to remember what year this was. This was a clip from that he is a Scientologist who attracted the attention of the FDA because this wasn't cleared for sales. They claimed this was a medical. It's not a medical device has to be tested. There was no testing done on this.
Yeah, it says introduced a battery-powered face mask to the world 5 years ago. So this is probably 2004.
Let's see.
Reduce fine lines and wrinkles by transmitting mild electric shocks to facial muscles.
There's so much good on here, and then let's see. In this, I found the now defunct Scientology website in which he gives a testimonial. So here he is. This is Dr. Springer's personal website, in which
he's still around. Like he's still at it.
Well, I found the office again tied to Scientology that he had practiced at, but he just retired. But
just from
my wife and my 5 boys. Jesus Christ. And it grew my inventions to reach around the world.
But this is what I don't understand. This sentence. My wife and I have 5 boys, which has. Oh no, I get that. Okay.
This shouldn't be which have brought us.
Yeah, there's one of these articles has. Sorry, the big takeaway is this. He is considered to be a clear, which is the highest level of Scientology.
So that's Tom Cruise level of Scientology. He knows all the secrets.
Yes, but this isn't a guide, a Scientologist-only guide called From Clear to Eternity. In the newsletter 2006, as you can see, he's
there he is.
George Springer is
right below Helene Sprayberry.
She's clear as well.
Yeah, so the rabbit hole was deep and terrifying, and now they're going to come after me.
And now you're on a list.
Well, that was the thing. I called and they said, "Could you give us your name and number?" And to this clinic.
Just give him Nick's. You just give him Nick's number.
Well, so as I was on hold, and just then I'm scrolling through, and that's when I start seeing all this Scientology links, and I hung up. But I expect some calls. So if anything happens to me,
hey, this is the last time anyone will ever see George.
It's been nice knowing you. You've had a great run. We appreciate everything you've done for us.
It's been a real great addition to the show.
It was worth it, though.
Yeah.
God rest your soul.
Yep.
Well, I think the ball is in whose court?
Scientology.
Well, no, not Scientology. Who was the guy who...
Scott,
yes.
Scott from Colorado.
Oh,
back
Scott,
to you, Scott. This is the Rejuvenate Information
you
War.
went big on this. You went
I
big
didn't-
and hard.
I actually-
You don't go halfway at all, do you? Yeah, no, you don't.
No, if he does something else, I'm going to have to take the, what is it called, the engram? Or what's the Scientology test?
Stress test?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have to join Scientology.
Well, George, we talked about how you were able, or we found Richard Radutsky through that email, and you had been in touch. Or I emailed him,
Yes,
and you
and
called him
and texted and scared him.
And as of last week, he said,
He'd be
"I'm
home.
out of town, but what? I'll get back."
Back to us this week.
Okay, so he hasn't gotten back yet, but hopefully this week we'll know more.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that's McC from the McC McDonald's training video.
Yep.
Anything
Nice
else?
work, George. I think that's it.
Just some pie, I think.
Enjoy.
Just some pie.
Wow.
Too cool.
You
All right.
put on your pie glove?
We got next week's show is going to be a good one because we got
Yes.
Andrew from Denver, one of the top weirdos of all time.
Special
And-
guest. He flew in from Denver for another reason, but we decided to have him on.
Yeah, we met him 15 years ago, and like he's a VHS collector, but he's also a collector of collections. He just has so much. He's like a hoarder, but it's like organized.
Like he collects
right?
VHS tapes too, which is how we kind of got to be friends
That's how
with
we
him.
started
But it
things
turns
up.
out he beats us in like he doesn't have 100 Elf dolls, but he's got everything
He
else.
might,
basically.
though.
He might
He
actually.
might.
We'll ask him.
So that's coming up next week, and
You want to get off this so we can play our outro video? Because we did tease it before.
Oh, yeah.
And if you didn't get enough of Dinner Dancing with Frank
This is-
Pacholski,
So this is when he's like fully covered, and
he's poured even more food on himself.
He's just gone off the deep end.
Right.
And so this is let's end it here.
Okay.
This is Thanksgiving right here. This is our Thanksgiving episode. That's all. That's it.
And we'll be right back right after that.
And if we tried a little bit harder, we would have
could've
done better. All right,
Happy
that's all,
Thanksgiving,
that's it.
everybody.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
We'll be right back right after that.